BBC News at 9 o'clock. The Conservatives will pledge a further 2p cut in employee national insurance when they launch their election manifesto this morning. Rishi Sunak will say working people will keep more of the money they earn under a Tory government. They'll also promise help for first-time buyers, including further support with stamp duty in England and Northern Ireland. The Work and Pensions Secretary, Mel Stride, suggested there would be a fresh commitment for new houses.
We've met our target of building 1 million homes over this Parliament, and there is a number that I can't unfortunately share with you right now. You'll have to wait till the manifesto, because it is in the manifesto, which is a very clear and strong commitment to further house building. We'd have a long conversation about what will be driving that, but we are absolutely committed to getting those numbers up.
Labour is promising to tackle what it calls the crisis in children's dentistry, including an extra 100,000 appointments to tackle the backlog in England. Urgent cases will be seen in the evenings and on weekends. The party says the plans will be funded by a clampdown on tax avoidance. Labour is also proposing a ban on sales of caffeinated energy drinks to under 16s. There's been a small, unexpected rise in unemployment. Figures from the Office for National Statistics show an increase to 4.4% in the 3 months to April. That's up from 4.3% in the previous 3 months. Hong Kong's leader, John Lee, has accused Britain of weaponizing its judicial influence after a former Supreme Court judge warned that the rule of law in the territory was in grave danger. Lord Sumption, who resigned from Hong Kong's highest court last week, said it was slowly becoming a totalitarian state. The boss of Tesla and X, Elon Musk, has threatened to ban his staff from bringing iPhones to work after Apple unveiled plans to integrate artificial intelligence into its products. The technology will be embedded into Apple devices. Elon Musk, who has his own AI company, said the plans were an unacceptable security risk. BBC News.
Nearly there. A momo day is never a bad day, my lovelies. There we are, Nepali momo with special momo chutney made by the lovely Prabina. Can't wait. Absolutely delicious. Excuse me. Hello, darlings. Right, you join me in Windsor Davies, the Rover 623 GSI, and it's time to go to work. I'm leaving just a little bit earlier than I normally would because I can't entirely trust this fuel gauge. Not, it's reasonably generally accurate. It's just that when it gets down to around the empty thing, I did run out once without the light actually coming on. Now the light isn't on now, but the needle's down around the empty, so I'm going to take a bit of a detour. Little shuffle of around of the cars. Look, there they all are. Line astern. So yeah, I'm going to do a bit of a detour and go via the old station de petrol. That's neither French nor English, is it? I mean, it's not station de petrol in French, and even if it was, it would be station d'essence. So that was just wrong on multiple levels. Never mind. And so much for June and summer. It is bloody cold. No two ways about it. Now, I've been a bit silly today because what I should have done, of course, earlier on was to pop down and pop some fuel in at my lovely local petrol station here with the lovely Maxine, but didn't do that, did I? I've been having typically lazy Tuesday, as I often do. Got up late, didn't do much, and so now I'm paying the price by making this detour, hoping to God, of course, that I've actually got enough fuel to get me there. I didn't realise how low this was. It's been about a fortnight, I think, since I drove this fine fellow. Okay, so we are going to chuck a right here up Somersault Lane. And you'll recognise this road, of course, but normally we're coming the other way in the dark, coming home. So this is what it looks like in daylight and in reverse of the usual direction. Rather nice. There are some lovely houses around here. Section here as we cut through Somersault Park. Alright, nearly there. Side of my doings. Your side. Okay, it's just going to be a quick splash and dash. Right, there we go. That's a powerful ass, isn't it? Crack walnuts with those bum chicks. Okay, we're back. Should be about right on time. Back on schedule. So this is a way that you won't have been before. Well, you've done this bit. You've done this bit a million times on the way home, but of course we turn right up here, don't we, normally? So what we're going to do now is we're going to whiz straight up the Matlock Road, my loves, and yeah, that's going to be a new experience for you. Just had a voice message from Captain Mustard. Oh God, the people you have to deal with when you're selling cars. So Lewis Hamilton, you know, the little Metro or Rover 111, whatever you want to say. I had that car advertised and this guy got in touch. I'd seen him knocking about on the groups. He's got a Rover 75 and quite a nice one by the look of it, although it is facelift. And he wants to swap it for an older Rover. He's been asking for weeks and weeks and weeks. So a while ago, he sent me a message saying, do you want to swap, and this is on Facebook Marketplace, yeah? So he sent a message saying, do you want to swap your Rover 111 for a late Rover 75? And that's all he said. But I knew the car. I'd seen him advertising on the groups. I'd seen his description of the car. I'd seen all of the pictures. So I just replied, yeah, okay, when do you want to do it? I thought that'll surprise him. And so then over the space of a few days, and I never asked him anything about his car. He wants to know all about the Metro. I pointed him to Captain Mustard's review of it, so he could watch the video, this, that and the other. He's asking about all this and that. And finally, he asked about the cam belt. And I said, right, the car's been serviced at this amount of miles, this amount of miles, this amount of miles. But there are the stamps in the book, but I don't have specific invoices, so I can't tell you exactly when the cam belt was last changed. However, what I can tell you is that at the most recent service, which was a very, very full service, the belts were inspected and found to be new and in perfect condition. You know, so who could ask for more than that? Well, he could, because he said, well, no. Yeah, without knowing about the cam belt, then I wouldn't be interested, I'm afraid, but good luck with the sale. I thought, well, what a time-wasting idiot. But there we are, fair enough. Anyway, so we roll forward a month or whatever it is, and now, of course, Mustard has got the car advertised. And the same guy got in touch with Mustard earlier today saying, do you want to swap this car for a late Rover 75? And Mustard said, yeah, maybe. Told me about it, and I said, oh, it's the same guy. He'll go on about it. And, you know, I sent Mustard the screenshots of the messages and whatnot. And said he turned it back because of the cam belts. And he's probably forgotten that it's the same car or whatever, and it'll just be the same old rigmarole. And it was. So he said to Mustard, What about the cam belt? Well, when was the cam belt done? And Mustard went one better than me. He had a look around the engine and found a sticker showing when the cam belt was last changed, and he inspected the belt himself, and he said the belt is in perfect condition. So he got back to the guy and said, yeah, the belt was changed 4,000 miles ago, so it's not due for ages. I've inspected it myself, and the belt is brand new and absolutely perfect. To which the guy replied, oh, well, it's probably too rusty for me, actually, so, oh, God above. Honestly, the people you have to deal with. Right, I don't think you've done this bit before. It's quite scenic. We're about to go down Slack Hill, darlings. Enjoy it. Turn left here and you will be back on familiar territory, my lovelies. You'll know where you are now. We've just come at it from a different way. Quite a hill, Slack Hill, isn't it? I once almost got a ton out of an ambulance going down there. It was speed restricted, so took it to the max, dropped it into neutral and let gravity do the rest. Don't tell anybody, because that's not entirely legal, is it? Right, I've got a posh onboard gramophone here, so I'm going to turn you off and I'm going to enjoy it. Oh, really? Really? How much further up the road are you going to get, son? There's 3 cars in front of me. Private plate Audi, dick. I'll keep you on for a bit. Let's see if he tries to do the next 2 as well. Oh, he's looking frisky. If he does this car, there's 2 more up ahead. Oh, there's 3 cars up ahead. 4, including the one that he's behind. What a dick of a move. I was just the correct kind of distance behind the car in front. Oh well. I suppose he'll get to the junction one car sooner than me, if that's important to him. I don't think there's going to be any more excitement. Turning you off, turning gramophone on. Catch you later. I keep asking that guy not to park outside the restaurant door. Nice S-type. Facelift. Hello, Christine. Right, let's go and see what's what. Well, that's the swap over done. Christine is back ready for daily duty. Such a fantastic car to drive. Honestly, drives so well, and the interior is just beautiful. I know the paintwork is a bit buggered up, but honestly, and it's an important car this, it's a press release car, possibly the earliest 45 left on the road. It's the correct LDA reg. All of the press and marketing cars were registered LDA. Somebody really does need to buy this and finish off the restoration and just cherish it and enjoy it. Anyway, and the same applies to Windsor Davies here, who is now tucked up, ready to have his little turn of having a rest here at the restaurant. Rest at the restaurant. See what I did there? Absolutely amazing. It's 10 o'clock. All is well. I'm off home. Looking forward to tonight too. I'm looking forward to tonight's live stream, actually. Quiet night at work. Quiet night. But I have been productive. I took my iPad and I've done a load of, I just sat down and got on with a load of admin work digitally. Did some paperwork. So I've not wasted my time. Oh, this is nice. God, this car is fantastic to drive. I adore it. I really do. Oh, did I leave this in here? Didn't realise I'd left that in there. Has it got any battery in it? Oh, it has. Oh.
Connected.
Oh. You know what that means, darlings? That means I can listen to some music on the way home. And that means that I'm going to be turning you off. Yes, I'm prioritising my music above you. Or, look at it another way. I'm saving you from having to suffer an extra 15 minutes of me wittering on. So, there you go. Should be grateful, really. Should thank me. Is that... hang on a minute. Is that just getting a bit of clamp in the top right hand corner? Oh well, it's gone now. Okay, catch you when we're a bit closer to home.
Into the limelight, becoming a household name as the woman at the heart of a scandal that nearly brought down the British government of the day. She was befriended by a well-connected osteopath by the name of Stephen Ward, and with the connivance of MI5, He encouraged Christine to become the unknowing bait in a honey trap operation targeting a KGB agent. Not long after that, she met and began an affair with the rising political star and Minister of War, Jack Profumo. He lied to Parliament about his involvement and eventually had to resign, but when the truth emerged, she was sent to prison for perjury, and the Profumo affair, as it quickly became known, contributed to the collapse of the Conservative government under Harold Macmillan. Now, I take you back more than 60 years because the diary Christine Keeler used throughout the period is coming up for auction at Sotheby's. So too are her passport and personal letters from the time. Here are some short excerpts from those letters which she wrote from prison to her mother and stepfather.
I am 22, and you should know by now that I can take care of myself. Now is the time that I really want to work. I've got so many jobs and business things that I am desperately wanting to get into and work hard and learn everything about them that I just can't wait. Don't take any notice about what they say in the papers. I have to expect the press and their silly ways. Most probably it's because they are getting impatient about me coming out.
Well, her son, Seymour Platt, has decided to make these items available in a sale which is expected to fetch up to £12,000. And Seymour joins me. Welcome. Good evening.
Hello, Julian.
Good to have you with us. Well, no, very good to have you here. Tell us what made you decide now was the right time to put these items up for auction.
Well, I'm skint. That won't have been his answer, but I bet that's the truth, isn't it? Right then, darlings. Here we go. The major part of another day done. And back at dear old Windy Bum. Home sweet home. And I've got, loads of time. I've got 20 minutes before the old live stream starts. So that's nice, no mad rush. Well, thank you so much for watching today's daily diary video. And much love from me. Have a safe and peaceful night. A great day ahead. And I look forward to seeing you next time. But you, and indeed, bosh.